So this is kind of a unique opportunity because we have the latest limited edition Volkswagen Golf GTI from the USA, and we have one of the latest Golf GTI limited editions here in Europe. We have them sitting here in the basement of a hotel in the Nürburgring Nordschleife, where this one is piloted by Benny Leuchter, and this one might be piloted by myself on a tourist party. We're going to do one take and go over the differences between them. It's not really a fair battle because this one was launched last year at Wörthersee at the GTI Treffen Wörthersee. Why do I try and pronounce it in German? And just for the record, we're going to try and do this in one take. No editing, straight up doing it. I've never tried to do this before. Let's see my nerd knowledge in action. So this is the Golf GTI TCR Edition. It's a 4-door. This is the GTI Rabbit Edition. It's also a 4-door. This one was available on a 2-door, but fine. This one not available on 2-door in the USA because they're not available anymore. Right away, headlights really freaking similar actually. We've got a little bit of an extra amber one here. We've got an amber side marker here, reflector. The reflector here is clear and we don't have that. But otherwise, pretty much the same thing. The grills are the same. The GTI badges, the font, everything is the same. Hoods, construction, everything. Even these are the same, non-gloss. Both of them got fog lights. Looking at the front splitters, this one is gloss. This one is a little bit shallower. It is not gloss, kind of that texture black plastic, the same as this one. Moving on to the brakes. This one has the split rotors. This one has single piece. These ones I believe are slightly bigger. The wheels are the 19-inch. These are the 18-inch. I believe Victoria, but don't quote me on that. Correct me in the comments. 18-inch exclusive in this color to the GTI Rabbit Edition. These ones, I literally don't know if they come in every one or not. I think they might be the Golf R ones. Moving on. Carbon mirror caps. Gloss black mirror caps. Oh, shout out by the way to Volkswagen Driving Experience. That's who this one belongs to. Oh, it does have the TCR logo as well, which they all do. They don't all come with this. This also does have the fancy gloss black, bigger side skirt, whereas the Rabbit running over has the normal black textured one. Jumping on the inside, digital cockpit, folding mirrors, TCR puddle light. I'm a little jealous of that one. LED strip here, normal lighting there. It does have the deeper seats, full manual adjustment, electric handbrake, just like the new Jetta, just like almost everything else. Traction control off button, automatic start stop button. This one has the big infotainment. Let's run over to the GTI Rabbit Edition. So this has been weirding everybody else out in Europe. It has a manual handbrake. They're like, what is this craziness? We can't buy this, we want this. So the GTI Rabbit Edition has that. It does have the same traction control off, automatic start stop off, and the same mode switching. It does have normal gauge clusters. It has the needles that wake up and goes through the full swing. It doesn't have the digital cockpit. We do have the LED strip here. We do not have a little rabbit as a puddle light. Maybe you can do that aftermarket, who knows? Non-folding mirrors. We don't have tiny little parking spots. I mean, they fold, but they don't do it electrically like the TCR does. One of the big things on this car, one of the exclusive things that I went to the port and saw there, it does have the VMAX spoiler. This extra little bit here makes all the difference because the TCR is unrestricted. This car is restricted to 130 miles an hour, give or take. You can take that off aftermarket. The TCR is de-restricted from the factory. But it shares the same spoiler. Way to go for Josh for managing to film this. And literally, we're in a hotel basement. The Nürburgring is through that wall, so forgive the background noise. So, same VMAX. This one is painted body color instead of being black. And it does have the struts there, which I didn't check if it was. While we're on the back of the GTI though, here is the fancy Euro LEDs, which do the fancy swoosh and stuff. Red GTI badge, just like the 20th anniversary in the US. Nothing on this side. Underneath this size, chromed outputs or exhaust tips. Why would I say outputs? and gloss black, quite pronounced rear diffuser. Run it back over. Basically the exact same badge, so that kind of makes me nerd happy. And then, if you buy one of these, this comes in the mail, it gets mailed out to you. It is a genuine Volkswagen Classic Parts Rabbit badge, and they give you a little template, just like they use in the factory for sticking it on. So you can put it on your shelf, you can put it on your car, you can put it anywhere you want. But those are the two places that I would recommend. Underneath, yeah, about the same exhaust tips, I would guess. But the rear diffuser is that same texture, black plastic, and quite a bit smaller. It doesn't stick out quite as much there. Whew, what else is there? Oh, engine. They're gonna look the same, so I'm not even gonna open up the engine base, but the big difference is the TCR has the IS38 turbo and the full tune from the Golf R. So it's 280, 290, yeah, it's up there. The Golf has the normal IS20. It does have the limited slip differential, which I think both of them do. Both are front wheel drive. So they are GTIs, not Rs, but the difference is 50 horsepower, give or take, with the IS38. If you wanted to, you could easily put one onto a Rabbit Edition. It's a really common aftermarket thing. Will affect your warranty pretty much, but that's a whole different discussion for a different day. So otherwise, red trim up front, same wipers, all black roof. GTI Rabbit Edition doesn't have a sunroof, which I kind of like. It's my choice. Oh yeah, that's really kind of it. The same mirrors. No, this one has forward sensing. You can see that cut out there, and GTI Rabbit Edition does not. It does have rain sensing. But it doesn't have forward distance. Yeah, that's kind of the big things I see. We did talk about the interior, the seats and those, the red stitching, etc. What we do have here, the Clark. We have the tartan fabric, of which I can never remember the correct name. Might be Clark, but we have the fancy little rabbit logos in there. One last thing I want to take a look at, black headliner, all black everything, and it has basically the Golf R style steering wheel with the red stitching in GTI. Let's see what the TCR has. I think there's a difference there. Okay, all black headliner, but look at this. Perforated material on the outside, same basic steering wheel shape with the airbag, but it does have the red stripe up top. And it's peeking at me because the key's in it or something. So anyway, there we go. So same red stitching, but perforated here, much like the Mark IV GLIs, 337s, but this red stripe up top is actually pretty darn cool. So that is kind of the big things. Nice red stitched floor mats in this. I'm not going to go back to the Rabbit Edition to see if it has that, but otherwise, I would say in terms of market, they're kind of similar in terms of their content. I remember last year when this was launched, people were expecting the TCR road car to be wide body and more like the Rally, etc. And it wasn't. It was almost a teeny bit underwhelming. But now that the dust has settled and we get to sit here, like having a front-wheel drive IS38 in the kind of lighter car, whatever, that does seem pretty cool. We didn't get that much. We didn't get much performance. I don't think we get any performance upgrade on the GTI Rabbit Edition. I think it is the equivalent performance pack. I'm not a nerd enough in the brochures for the latest ones. But I do think in their own way, both of them are super cool, and I think for our market, with how many enthusiasts, etc. there are for the GTI, I think the Rabbit Edition is really damn cool. And a lot of the German people here have been really excited to see it. A lot of people, when they walk out of a restaurant, stop, take a look at it, and we can watch them walking around and pointing at things and noticing the differences. So I hope you enjoyed this one-take look at the VW driving experience TCR differences compared to Volkswagen America's GTI Rabbit Edition. Cool. Record scratch, not one take. We're adding another one take to the end of this little one. I just want to explain what the heck Volkswagen driving experience is. Basically, if you are in Germany or wherever this is happening, and I'm going to try and do this from memory and from what little tidbits of information I've got. For about 300 bucks, you can go and do a safety training. For 600 euros, you can go and do a sporty training. Or for 900 euros, you can go and do a race training. And they will hand you one of these with a super experienced instructor. The ones who I've met are pretty darn awesome. I'm not saying this to like suck up to them, whatever. They're generally pretty nice people. And they'll teach you slalom, cornering, braking, and supposedly get you to top speed run in this, which is gear restricted. So 150 miles an hour, 150 something. Yeah, so that is in essence what Volkswagen driving experience is. You pay some pretty hardcore instructors with a lot of race experience or safety experience to go and do that. We did have Volkswagen driving experience for a while in America, and if my memory is correct, it was kind of more of a test drive setup. Maybe you would go to a parking lot and do some things there. So similar-ish, but this is you're actually paying to go and have the experience of driving, hence Volkswagen driving experience. And this is a TCR as an example of sporty or race, but you can go and do a Touareg, you can go and do whatever other vehicle they offer on. So anyway, that's my one-take explanation of Volkswagen driving experience and why I'm leaning against one of their TCR road cars, which is the road version of the TCR fancy race car that the gentleman Benny Whitefoot, who we just went and had dinner with to celebrate the IDR new record here at the Nürburgring Nordschleife. And I'm going to just proclaim myself as one final thing to end this, as one of the only people, probably the only private person to be on top of Pikes Peak in the snow to see the finish there, and then to be standing here in the Nürburgring Nordschleife to see the finish here. And that makes me pretty damn excited as a nerd. All right, one take plus one take, we are done.